What's up YouTube and welcome to Fizz Pantheon, a bit of a unique take on the Pantheon archetype. We are splashing Bandle City in this one and the first reaction might be, why is it really worth it? What's the big upside? And I gotta be quite honest with you, it is Fizz. And mostly because his passive is ridiculously good in the current meta. Because think about it, the whole deck revolves around buffing a unit to infinity or buffing a couple of units to infinity. And the deck's biggest weakness is having that one single unit removed by something like a Vengeance, Homecoming, Will of Ionia. And Fizz can neglect all of those with his passive. Of course, Fizz doesn't grow quite as quickly as something like a Whiteflame because he has no Fated keyword, but on the flip side can hit for elusive damage most of the time, which means just getting more Nexus damage more consistently. And even if our opponent finds elusive blockers, we can also eventually find a Zenith Blade, and then we again go over the top of those small elusive blockers, continuously chip in damage. The other upside is that if we find a Fizz early on, we also have fairly decent odds of eventually finding a Playful Trickster and therefore having like a low budget version of a rally that can still be very effective at closing out games. The only real weaknesses or threats to Fizz seem to be Hush and Minimorph at the moment, and if we play against a deck that plays those cards, we just spread out our threats a bit more. We just basically use Fizz as another Fated unit and we split up our buffs between Fizz, between Whiteflames and of course Pantheons. What's the other big upside of playing Bandle City? We have access to a lot more draws and value. After all, we kinda do play a combo oriented deck. We often still want to find Pantheon to close out the game, and cards like Hidden Pathways help insanely to allow us to do so. The other Bandle City splashes also turned out to be surprisingly good. Yordle Squire generating a tiny spear or a shield. Spear will very often be very good on Fizz early on, as early as turn 2, and we also start stacking those Pantheon triggers as early as turn 2. Then we can go into a Zenith Blade, for example, into Blinded Mystic, and we can already have Pantheon leveled by turn 6 realistically. But even if we don't find Pantheon, we'll eventually get a Flamespitter onto Fizz, allow him to consistently push more and more damage, and we can of course very well protect him with HP buffs, with healing him back up, even with the one of Bastion that I like to splash in there. The last upside of Bandle City is Minimorphs. Not quite sure how many copies of this card to play yet. I think it's 1 or 2, depending on whether we want to go for a faster playstyle or if we go for a bit more controlled approach. Also depending on which decks we run into a lot. Conchologist is also an amazing addition. There are so many great cards Conchologist can find in this region combination. Just a great inclusion in pretty much any deck that runs Bandle City. Some honorable mentions here would be Pokestick. Very interesting choice, but it doesn't really progress Pantheon. The other one would be cards like Quicken or maybe even Lightning Rush, because it does target our unit. It's a Pantheon trigger. At the same time, it is removal, dealing 2 damage. And we can bounce something like a Conchologist or Yordle Squire back to our hand and get that play effect value again. Blinded Mystic works as well. Could technically even protect Pantheon as well. So maybe it's worth running this, but it is interactable. It's a bit on the expensive side. Not sure about it yet. And I mean, the Targon package I think doesn't need much of a mention. We play all of the Fated units, a bunch of draw and combat tricks, targeting stuff, Mountain Goats for gems. One interesting contemplation was Mentor of the Stones. I don't mind trying this as a 1-off or a 2-off, but it might be too greedy and I'm not sure if it's necessary. And the deck plays pretty straightforwardly. It's fairly similar to other Pantheon decks. The main difference is at the start of the game, we should immediately consider, can our opponent deal with Fizz or not? And that will tell us how much we want to go all in on him and how many resources we want to expend. And if Fizz can actually close out the game on his own. Overall, a very interesting list. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best Pantheon deck, probably not, but it's still a very nice new take on the concept, and it did perform pretty well. It's pretty well rounded and flexible and does have some nice side win conditions. And that did allow for some amazing games on my NA account.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Javier the Great. Okay, Whiteflame's gonna carry me. The rest doesn't matter. done Nami Panth before. I feel like this is better though, because Pantheon is like a true and almost inevitable win condition. Whereas Nami can be dealt with fairly effectively, or whichever unit Nami puts her buffs on. No Saga Seeker on turn 2, so we can play this combo in this turn. Trading with sharp side is good for us. Okay, now we just need to find more triggers. I guess we just Mystic here. Could risk it. Look for Conchologist stuff. So I'm not sure if Pass is good. Miss out on the Fated and the Pantheon trigger. I think Mystic is best. Like, it's nice if it hits a Valor, a Tracker, or a Island Navigator, but none of it is crucial. Whereas getting the extra +1/+1 might be crucial.
Trail painted with blood. All to our standard.
That MF is suicidal, but I can't really punish it. I need to take this block. Like, there's no way I can let Whiteflame die. Probably Pantheon into Shield Vault as of right now. Or we Hopium a Conchologist. Yeah, that's really good actually. Go wide instead. I think we always put HP buff, or like we pick HP buff, right? Could start with this. I kind of like having Pantheon on the board because then my opponent plays for Demacia next turn, I can Shield Vault immediately. But I also... it's tricky.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
Soldiers, to me.
It's fine. I think it's Pantheon. We might lose the boy though. But like next turn, Shield Vault is so good. Like it's so good. Also, let's do this first. Burst Pass, see if our opponent taps below MF's Make It Rain mana, because then Pantheon can attack as well. Like Vault next turn is gonna flip Pantheon and stop the for Demacia thing.
A soldier stands among us. We are all soldiers this day.
Yeah, pretty sure it's end round. Swing gets punished by Sharp Side or MS Make It Rain. MS Make It Rain is devastating actually. And it's a somewhat likely card to have for our opponent.
Follow my lead.
What? Who do we buff? Looks like Whiteflame at this point.
We fall as light upon rock.
Go, go, Challenger!
I will make the gods remember this day.
Not quite the keywords I need for this matchup. Like, not at all. I need any combat keywords, and these are all just like Nexus
I ran as fast as I could.
keywords. I mean, Goat is nice as a blocker here. Activate Fated on Panth.
Just a little farther. Mwah.
Here, Whiteflame is probably better though, right? Man, this keywords stackage here is horrible. Oh. There's no way I can discard. I'm honestly thinking about Messenger Sigil. I don't see how Harpoon can be good here.
Embrace the quiet of your life. It will not last.
Sigil is at least a Fizz level up trigger as well.
Astounding curiosities lie.
Okay, now we need to think. Which of the 3 cards do we play? There's some merit to all of them. Top deck Messenger wouldn't be bad, but not really what I'm looking for. Fizz allows me to open attack, get Chum the Waters. Gem, in case I find something else, I can buff Pantheon again. I think I'll save the Gem though. I think it's Fizz.
He's completely hairless. Remarkable.
Good chance we lose Pantheon on this attack. Damn. What an underwhelming Pantheon. Wow. We don't really have plays. This is really bad. I think we trade in Panth. Like right now, both MF and Genevieve are more important than Pantheon. So I'd be fine with trading into either of the 2. What would suck is Sergeant plus Sharpside. And Scouts have more cards than you do. Yeah, and the funny thing is we actually play a lot of card draw. We have Paycascade, Guiding Touch, Zenith Blade, Hidden Pathways. So far we only found 1 copy of Paycascade. Probably just bop the Flamespitter here? Not quite sure about this. If my opponent has a rally, we're just doomed anyway. There's no real upside to Flamespitter. I don't think it ever matters if our opponent's at 11 or 8. Good thing for keeping Flamespitter is next turn if my opponent... Like, if we finally draw Paycascade-ish stuff, can activate it first. I think that's more important than the damage. Okay, that was to be expected. No for Demacia? Interesting.
Love ya. These woods belong to us.
You lose Genevieve. What the kind of crack have you been smoking?
Long path to get.
I'm not the only one that's confused, right? I mean, I think we're still dead. But that was some peculiar play.
They feel death coming at the tip of my spear.
That's Captain Fortune.
Okay.
These woods belong to us.
Should probably pull Longtooth here. That's so bad against any combo trick. I'm honestly surprised. Like, they want Genevieve for the second attack to pull Whiteflame aside, right?
Completely hairless. Remarkable.
Fizz Panth. Yeah, we're experimenting around today. It's a fun deck though, Amy. Yeah, what's up, Mo? I do agree that was a bit sus.
Bang.
You're sacrificing MF? I don't understand this. What's going on with this game?
You're not a hero, right?
Wait, your base is 5-5. No, yeah, 5-5. What if I let MF go through? Don't block with Whiteflame, block like this instead. My opponent can't rally anymore. Because I feel like if I lose the Whiteflame, I also can't win anymore, right? So it's a bit of a... This might be a hot take, I'm not quite sure. Sack 5-2 instead of 2-2, they're fearsome. I can either sack Fizz or the 5-2. Just Citria things. Gotta open attack because of for Demacia and Brightsteel Protector. Bit sad that we don't get anything for Fizz here to get another Chum the Waters. We're actually just being straight up outvalued by scouts. It's so sad. Okay. Hope for no MF. I don't think there's any scary card besides MF. I think we take this. Missing the Fated, I suppose. But like our opponent might try to play some challenger unit that we or this type of stuff. And also they'll probably want to play for Demacia so we can pick off more things than just the Citria. If we're patient with the Mystic. Okay, if they have a rally, we're dead. Apart from that, we're fine.
Courage, soldier.
We ever put... Yeah, the buff always hits this one, right? 4-6 doesn't really help. We gotta seriously downtrade though, which I'm a bit sad about. Is it the buff here actually? We have to block with the dragon, I think. Could try to let this live. Just chump block with this dragon.
She called me a traitor. She scorned me.
My opponent's very likely to hold the rally though, the way they've been playing. Another thing is I think I need to block all three because Sharpsight's also fairly likely. Like these are not units, so it's either Resolve, Sharpsight or Rally. So I think the 17-5 actually blocks. Yeah, if I would have thought this all the way through, I should have put the buff here. In that case, we do that instead. Okay. So this card's probably either Rally or Sharpsight. Resolve would have probably been used. Who do I block off here? Fizz is better to keep if we draw a spell.
Glory and religion.
Probably sack Whiteflame. I mean, almost any card we draw is gonna be a spell, right? The only cards that are not spells are Mystic, Whiteflame, Mountain Goat, 4 copies total. And I guess the other Fizz, so 5 copies total. Odds are looking amazing for us. But if this is a sharp side, we're kind of doomed anyway. Oh, we'll take it. I mean, okay, I guess Pantheon is also technically not a spell, but he's even better than a spell. Not the best keywords, but should kind of work. Just don't play Citria. Okay. Good keywords? Well, I guess, yeah, Quick Attack and Fury are actually good. I mean Lifesteal, obviously. Oh my goodness. We're back to mediocre draws. Think we're dead? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Why Playful Trickster? Why? I think it's the only card in the deck that loses. Well, Flamespitter does. Trickster does. Zenith does. Oof. Oh, if our opponent goes for Scout Attack, we can still win. Okay. The thriller is still going on. The issue is this card is still probably... like, it's either a sharp side or a rally, right? And rally, I think we don't beat? Then again, no. Pantheon value trades and we have lifesteal. If this is sharp side, we also live. We do lose Pantheon, though.
No fear.
What else could this be? Resolve, technically, and our opponent just forgot to use it earlier on. Then we should block here. Oh no, sharp side, we're dead. I'm stupid. We're an 8. So we play around the resolve by blocking here. Right? It can't be another card though, right? It has to be rally or resolve at this point. I don't know how we won this.
Said no more.
Good thing is, the more we stack up Fizz, the more likely it is that we also get a rally eventually. Because we do have a lot of card draw in the deck. Okay, this is a deck where we can't protect Fizz though. Hush might be a decent keep. Because our opponent plays Battle Fury and so on. But it's a bit greedy.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
If we want to go for the Panth trigger, we just bop this right now, but I think we want to generate the gem. So my opponent's turn 3. Trapper if they play it.
You're the best lobster in the sea.
Thank you for the 6 months, Mafia Plot. Appreciate it. Most importantly, I'm like the only lobster that's not in this sea.
Arda's gonna make a meal of
Probably want to invest the gem here, to be honest. Or, well, the spear. Take 4 does not look good. Oh, I can't. Oh my goodness, I'm inting. I forgot about the landmark for a second there.
I will die when I am ready.
Literal inting. That was atrocious. So my opponent wants to play Renekton. That also works. No reason to show Fizz at this point.
Renekton, I found something special for you.
If it bleeds, it's special enough.
Still feels like we kind of got this game. It should be a good matchup for us overall, even though I threw a card away for absolutely no reason. And that's annoying. Yeah, I was considering putting the second Zenith onto this so it survives. Oh, Lightning Rush is amazing here.
Yordle Guild? I must see how they work.
Like you're gonna catch me.
Guess we just pop it immediately. It's the 9-0 lineup for tomorrow. The only lineup that could go 9-0 is triple Ari Cannon, I think. Oh, come on. Stress defense would be sick. Ooh, could go for a Gravitum. Pay Cascade for draw. I think I like Gravitum the most. It looks like my opponent's trying to set up an open attack for a... like a Battle Fury open attack though. But still, we're not really short on card draw technically. Gravitum's gonna be good.
See how they work.
Like you're gonna catch me.
Play the broken S deck again? Wait, you had points this whole time and you made Silent second pay for you? What the hell, Cammy? Just let this go through, right? Would we lose to Battle Fury?
Persistence is key.
No, we can Guiding Touch our Nexus. We're just really looking for Pantheon, right? This could find Hush right now. Although we'd rather have Hush for the next attack. Let's go! Good players unite. Can we just click pass? The thing is, if we click pass now, we're probably dead to the next attack, like almost guaranteed. If we let this go through, make him use the Battle Fury, we're more likely to survive on their next attack. Because by then we have higher odds of finding cards like Hush or Minimorph, as well as Blinded Mystic. And our opponent probably should have put the Battle Fury on the Yeti, but... Like, if they don't know our deck list, at least.
I stand this day, a man against all gods.
Just to keep another Overwhelm alive. If they know we play Triple Mystic, then it's a different story, but they can't know that for sure. Okay, now we can put Severum onto Le Pantheon. That's lethal, right? Ooh, we're actually popping off.
Heavens, without victory.
It's post-ladder snapshot, everyone's messing around right now. You're probably right. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. We do play plenty of early units, so it should not be that easy to overrun us, but of course we don't find 1-drops. I guess 9 are not enough. Another issue is we don't have effective ways of pinging the Rumble spell shield. Now we do.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now. Safety disengaged. The party has arrived.
Shutting down an axe versus pinging spell shield. Killing Draven as well, though. I kind of like bouncing bomb right now.
You suck.
Like, we have an O-snap button against Rumble, basically, with Hush into Minimorph.
He's completely hairless.
I'm not sure about this attack, but I'm still not gonna take the block. Like, my opponent doesn't know I'm not playing Pokey Sticks. This might actually run into a Mystic Shot.
Anything else?
Shutting down the ignitions is gonna be really nice, though. Like, it's not devastating for us to lose Fizz. It's annoying with the hand we currently have, but we're still somewhat fine. Okay, this is really good for us. Now we can protect Fizz again. Okay. Is this a Peter and the Wolf remix? No idea. Currently just experimenting with new music. And I haven't heard this one before neither. Warmonger. Lost Soul, okay. Interesting version you're playing there. Pale's probably best, although Group Shot doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look like our opponent's holding Rumble, though.
Yordle gills? I must see how they work.
Like you're gonna catch me.
I'm not blocking with Fizz here. Okay, that makes it even easier.
Does it?
Because of Might/Ambush mana. It was a very passive attack from our opponent. Okay, we can take out another bot, or we can take out the Revenant permanently. I don't mind my opponent bouncing the Revenant. I think I want a silence bot. What else kind of plays do we have? Yeah, this looks like the best.
I see the heavens aflame, gods burning in starfire. I see the living rise as one to watch their end.
Wait, the blinded mystics talk to each other? That's weird.
Over here.
Join me if you want to live.
I think removing Overwhelm is more important than removing Lost Soul here. Still have Hush mana for a Might.
Gods burning in starfire. I see the living rise as one to watch their end.
Persistence is key.
Probably no Might in hand then. Okay, we can threaten Pantheon if we find him. It's a good chance we win next turn. We either need to draw another Fizz or a Pantheon. Wait, how much is this? Fizz level 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 1 damage off. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and the level up. Do we have enough mana actually? It's lethal, isn't it? Well, Ambush saves, but does that list even play Ambush? As far as I know, these versions don't play Ambush. But yeah, this is 3 damage for 9 mana, and this is another 3 for 2. We have 11. Fizz levels up. We are going all in. Let's do this. Could overwhelm a Mystic, but that allows my opponent to play something like Rumble and soak up all the damage. Like, if I assume they're not playing Ambush, they cannot stop this. This is a forced lethal. Unless, like, Poro Cannon play a blocker, but then I can still change the plans.
I'm coming in.
There's no reason for me to Bastion, right? In case my opponent does play a random ambush, then this is better. And now I even beat an ambush, I think. Double impact and overwhelm. Well, GG's. Just gotta spot the lethal, chat.
Yay, we did it!
Who do you think wins in arm wrestling, Braum or Pantheon? I mean, Braum is much bigger, I'd favor him, but Pantheon has unfair tricks, like he's a demigod or something, right? Could keep Pantheon in this matchup, I don't think it's good though. Could mull everything, look for Whiteflame. But Squire is fine. Is it YouTube viable? I hope so. Oh, the deck plays Pokestick, right? Could have picked Shield as well. Probably just go 1-1. Could start stacking. I kind of like stacking Pantheon already.
So shiny, it's gotta be way strong. Looking for a hero for my hero. It's got +1 to awesome.
Could trade these in right now. Plays mildly around Yordles and arms, but it allows my opponent to win the value game. Can wait to silence this first. It's not really worth it. I want this to hit Yordle Captain. Yeah, Fizz can carry this matchup easily though.
Must see how they work.
Like you're gonna catch me.
Probably end round. That's a weird attack.
Back off, baddies.
Are we gonna get a better pokey stick? Probably not.
Easy does it.
That allows my opponent to shoot Fizz though.
Distance is key.
Party member down.
Oh dear.
Follow me. I know where I'm going.
How good is Minimorph? Horrible, right? Flamespitter Fizz is really hot.
Yordle gills. I must see how they work.
Like you're gonna catch me. I'm ready.
What a pun. Totally unintended, I promise. Some really desperate defensive play here. Still playing Mystic next round to get this. It'll get one buff off, okay. Not much I can do about it.
They've never seen a contraption like this before.
But man, Fizz is really solo carrying this game so far. Still gotta respect a get excited though. Minimorph open attack. Gem Minimorph, opponent lives on 1. Oh no, Fizz levels. It's perfect lethal, isn't it? That's such a cheeky lethal. That's actually crazy. I double removal spell and I lose, but I gotta go for it. I gotta send this one in. There's no way I'm not at least gonna try. No! Okay, I can actually lose now to Yordles and arms. I literally went all in that turn. Bastion is probably worth it. Please no Yordles. This has to be Yordles and Arms though, right? It's the only card that makes sense. In that case, I would prefer to play Saga Seeker.
I will die when I am ready.
Rough draw. Where are my Pantheons hiding? Okay, as long as our opponent doesn't find Yordles and Arms again, we're fine though. And no Pokey Stick would be good. Okay, that's also annoying. How close to lethal are we here? Zenith, you're at 4, Gem 5, Flamespitter 7, Impact 8. Eh. Minion is really rough here. Guiding Touch. Ooh. I feel like we got robbed, but I also kind of threw. Not sure if the Fizz all-in was really worth it. We kind of had a firm grip on the game.